What's up, shitheads? It's Ryan and Travis back with another episode of Dudes Talking Shit. This is episode number 38.
Woo!
Travis, I got a question for you.
Okay.
So think of all the fucking bodily fluid functions that there are, okay?
Okay.
There's like crying, sneezing, coughing, fucking runny nose, there's shitting, pissing, squirting, fucking diarrheaing.
Yeah.
You name it. Fucking... They all end in an ing, like shitting, pissing, dying, sneezing, like, okay? Coughing, exactly. They're all end in an ing. But there's only two of them that you take. You take a piss and you take a shit. You never take a cough. You never take a sneeze. You never take a cry. You never take a squirt. You know what I mean? Like, it's...
You could refer to taking a piss as taking a squirt.
Yes, I mean like squirt, like a fucking... Like
a vaginal discharge.
Yeah, you never take a fucking breast milking. Like,
no.
You know what I mean?
You have a milking.
But you only take those two things, but you're not taking them anywhere. You're leaving them behind. It doesn't make any sense. Why is this happening right now? Why aren't you taking a cry? Why aren't you like... Why would we say, I'm taking a shit? Hey man, haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been? Oh, I was taking a shit. You know, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. What? Can somebody explain this?
Dude.
Hello?
Yeah, that's so fucking strange. Why would they have the namings like that?
I know, but it's only those two things.
That's so fucking weird. Yeah, dude. Do you know
Oh, and there's coming, too.
Coming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never take a cum.
No, you're not taking a cum.
No, you leave it. That's why you're coming. It's just a thing you did.
Taking a cum to the face.
Yeah, cum shots.
Cum shots. Maine, speaking of shit.
I heard you had a double barrel the other day.
Dude, that bathroom at work, like the violence that toilet has seen.
Do you talk to it before? Like, hello, my porcelain princess. You and me are going to go on a journey down.
Okay, so have you heard of like squatty potties?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so this is a great thing, and apparently it's a more natural position for pooping because you have your knees closer to your chest.
Yeah. Well, it was like when we were talking that one time about fucking getting your butthole waxed, how when you pull your knees up to your chest, you fart. Yeah, because your knees are closer to your chest, so you fart. It's how it's like.
So at work, I have found another toilet that calls my heart.
All right.
So there's a toilet upstairs.
One of the ones in the stalls?
No.
One of the closet? That's its own little room?
Yes.
How do you get in there? It's always locked.
No, not anymore.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I find those
ones
are too small. Like, I have to back into those toilet rooms.
Okay, so you're too tall.
Yeah.
I'm not that tall.
I'm way too tall for those.
So that toilet for me is perfect because when I sit on it, I'm down so low that my feet are almost up in that position anyways. I swear to God, I should take a picture of this toilet for the Instagram. But basically, this toilet looks like it belongs to a child. It literally looks like something you'd use for fucking potty training.
Nice.
And it is my favorite place now to take a shit.
Fuck, man.
And it's so
I like
private.
big toilets. Like the tall ones that I'm like almost gargoyling off the edge. Like I'm sitting on a tire swing, just swinging my feet for the fucking pissies. Like,
how do you think I feel on those toilets? My legs are just like dangling off the side of it. It's like I'm sitting on a fucking wharf with a hole in it.
Oh, not me, man. I like the tall ones where I'm like, I'm fully extended, shirt off, belly out, and I'm just breathing freely.
Dude, you know, I had a situation the other day.
At that moment, you're shitting. You're not taking a shit. Well, no, you're still taking it.
Taking a shit. So I do this thing
even
at work
tooks
where I walk by the bathrooms.
Yeah.
And my desk is fairly close to where the bathrooms are.
Yeah.
So I see people going in and out of there. So sometimes what I'll do if I know someone's in there, I'll walk by and bang on the door and say, "Get your cock out of your hand." And the other day there was a customer in there.
You thought it was a person?
I thought it was one of our coworkers.
They just dipped out the back door and there was someone.
I just left. I was like, well, no, I didn't realize. So I was going out for a smoke because I go out that door for a cig, right?
Yeah.
And so one of our buddies, he won't mind us saying his name, Chris Smith.
Yeah.
So I do this to him more than anybody.
He could have just left it at a first name.
Oh yeah, Chris. Man, he actually just started, or he's getting his stream on the go. Fucking great COD player. We'll give him a shout out later. Fucking awesome dude. But yeah. So whenever he's in using the bathroom, I always, if I know he's in there, I'm fucking with him, guaranteed. So he walked out. Right, I saw him go that way. And then I walked by and one of the bathroom doors was closed. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. So I just like start fucking hammering at the door. Like, get your fucking cock out of your hand.
It was some fucking old guppy.
So then I walk out of the...
Like you dip out the back door.
I walk out the back door to take
you
a
see
smoke.
him out there.
And he's down at the wash bay.
Wait, who was that?
I still to this day, I don't know if it was a customer or another one of our coworkers, but usually if I
How
do
long
it,
ago was this?
like a week and a half
Oh,
ago.
fuck. I never heard nothing about it.
But usually if Chris is in there, he'll shout something at me. And then, so I did it. I didn't hear anything. And then I fucking saw him outside. And I was like, oh, no. So it was either one of our coworkers that just really awkwardly hasn't brought it up to me.
And your voice is so recognizable, so they know it was you.
It's definitely me. Or even better, hopefully it was a customer, because that's even fucking funnier.
That's so funny.
Oh,
man.
dude, I love doing that.
That's one of those voices that gets ingrained in your head.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
fucking have, because you know damn well they're never gonna shit again.
And whenever that person goes in a public bathroom now, like my public bathroom story, where I got afraid to shit in fucking stalls and piss for a long time. Now, whenever that person goes into a public bathroom, they're like, is that fucking guy around? How did he know I was touching my penis?
Man, when I worked at a call center one time, long time ago, there was like a work bathroom, but it wasn't like an individual one. It still had like, I don't know, like two or three stalls, and like 4 urinals, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like as if it was a public one, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
So there was this guy that worked at this place, and the rumor was, and I think it was true, that he was like a convicted pedo that had been released already. Like he's done his time and everything, but he was a pedo and he acted like one too. Like as in he was like very weird and creepy sort of demeanor, like super stereotypical, you know? Kind of had like half hippie hair and like he was too free spirited. You know what I mean? He was a very freaky, creepy person to be around.
Yeah.
So the rumor was he was a pedo. Well, my buddy one time went in the bathroom to take a piss.
Yeah.
And I knew he went in there, but I didn't know the pedo was in there. Honest to goodness, hand to fucking Lord, I did not know the pedo was in there. So as soon as I fucking, you could turn the lights off to this place. There was a light switch there. It wasn't one of those like ones you needed a special key to turn off, like, or on a motion sensor or whatever, you know what I mean? So I open the fucking door and I see my buddy stand there pissing, like with this, because he got a good angle at the first urinal.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, huh, blink. And then I hear as the door is like closing, I just hear the other guy's voice, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh shit. I recognize his voice right away. So I ran back to my fucking desk and I'm sitting there like oh my God. It's pits. I've had someone turn the light off me. That's why I did it. Because I was like getting him back.
Yeah.
But like I didn't realize there was someone else in there and I heard, what the fuck? I recognized his voice immediately.
Oh, that's fucking
Oh my
hilarious.
God. He came back. He was like, did you turn the light off? I'm like, what are you talking about? I was trying so hard. He's like, I know it was you. I'm like, I don't know what's on.
Man, so at this old dealership I used to work at, and actually it wasn't an old dealership, it was a brand new building, and all the fucking lights were on timers.
Yeah.
And so if you went upstairs in the like technician change room, there was a urinal and a bathroom stall in there.
Yeah.
So sometimes if you were in shitting in that bathroom stall, the lights were on like a 5-minute timer.
So they would just turn off on you.
Yes. And from in the stall, the motion detector couldn't see you.
I hope
So
it
you'd
couldn't.
be like trying to stick your fucking foot out under the stall and like waving it around, hoping the fucking sensor would turn on. or you were fucking wiping your ass by cell phone light.
Dude, I was watching an Andrew Schultz thing the other day on YouTube. Buddy's looking at a comedy store. The fucking Andrew Schultz, he goes into the bathroom and there's someone. The light was the same situation you just explained. It must have turned off automatically. So he walks in, it turns on, and you just hear some guy from the inside the stall sitting. Oh, thank God. And it was pitch black in there. Like the dude didn't bring his phone to the. You know how hard it is to shit in public without your phone to distract you from what's happening around you. And this guy, so Andrew Schultz times out the whole fucking show. He's like, I'm not gonna continue my set until I find out who this was. There was someone in this room was in there shitting, and you were thanking God when I walked in. It turned out to be a fucking bartender that worked there. Oh my God, that's the worst fear in the world. I took a shit at work this week.
Yeah.
This week, and I fucking forgot my phone. I was like, I'm sitting there just like, well, what do I do now?
Do you know what we should do at work for fun? We should get a little magazine stand and start putting in a collection of magazines. Now, we can't do anything raunchy because customers use those bathrooms.
What if we put a Playboy in there? No.
No.
Put a Playgirl in there.
No, man, we just got to start putting in like home and garden magazines. Oh,
I don't know, man. Give people ideas.
Man, maybe we would all become more educated people if we read intelligent articles at work while we were taking a shit.
What would people say if
Instead
we
of
put a
looking
bunch
at
of like
smut
car
on phones.
brochures so they could read through the new
That
material?
would be fucking hilarious. So your customer would come out and be like, geez, you took a while, and be like, yeah, I was taking a shit and I got really into this brochure.
Do you want to get one, bro? Sure.
Do you what do you have you ever been in like a public bathroom that has TVs at the urinals?
Yes, but they only when they were playing ads, not like no. I watched a fucking football game taking a piss one time. I didn't miss it down. It was wicked.
There's
Alabama versus Clemson won, I believe, is the college football championship I watched.
Is it HFX Sports Bar also has that?
I've never been in the washroom there, believe it or not.
Yeah, they have TVs above the at the urinals, and whatever game is on out in the main bar is on the fucking pisser bathrooms, which is fucking great, man. When you think about it, how brilliant is that? Like,
Oops.
how often do you fucking go to?
Why am I hearing that?
Is it coming? It's just coming through the mic.
No, I have my phone on. No, I thought I had my phone on mute. Anyway.
Well, thanks for killing the flow of the show.
Yeah, fuck you, you fucking phone caller.
But yeah, when you go in a urinal and those fucking games are on, like how many times have obviously you haven't experienced it much, but man, it's happened to me a few times. Like we were in fucking Toronto and we were at what's the fucking name of that sports bar? Like right next to Air Canada Center.
It's called like Maple Leaf something, isn't it?
No, it's like a big brand name sports bar.
Wayne Gretzky's?
No, it's like in Maple Leaf Square.
I know where you mean.
Yeah, but anyways, fucking coolest sports bar I've ever been to. But same thing, we were watching fucking Raptors, and we were watching the Raps game, and I needed to go in and fucking take a piss. And I was in taking a piss, and I was still able to watch the game. I didn't fucking miss anything.
Oh, fuck.
It was the greatest.
The second best piss of the day.
Yeah, it's fucking lovely. First best is always the morning.
Oh, yeah. It's
Just that heavy stream.
Oh, and it's potent.
So I got a question for you now
Lay it
with
on
your
me.
morning piss. Will you ever wake up in the middle of the night for a piss?
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. Do you find it's happening more as we're getting older?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucked up? It definitely is. Not super often. You know what's weird? It doesn't happen when you think it would. Like, if I was, like, boozing that night, you'd think, oh, fuck, I gotta go piss in the middle of the night to get rid of some of that beer or whatever. No, it's not then. It's not when, like, if I eat something real salty before dinner and I end up fucking drinking a bunch of water or something. It's not those nights at all. It's the nights where, like, I kind of went to bed a little bit on a thirsty side, you know, and just didn't drink anything.
And then all of a sudden you wake up with like a raging piss.
Yeah, like 5 o'clock in the morning or like some weird, like an hour before you would normally wake up.
Yeah.
Some like weird time.
Oh my God. Speaking of sleeping. Okay. So you put me on the melatonin train.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still on it. Never going
I
back.
had to stop. I have been having the most fucking vivid dreams.
That's why I like them.
Dude, I need to tell you about 2 different dreams I had. So the first one was I was in my parents, like my mom's hometown, and it's mainly her family that lives there. And there was this imaginary family. This family doesn't actually exist there because I've been watching the show Ozark. Have you heard about it?
Heard of it, never saw it.
So there's this one scumbag family in the thing. They're just like redneck, hillbilly, thieves, like just fucking gutter scum.
Yep.
And basically, I was going through this community with my mom, and then there was these 2 corpses, like kind of in the ditch, and they were like burned alive. And one was distinctly male and one was distinctly female. And the male was dead, but the female was like burned alive and still like writhing in pain in the ditch, dying. And my mom was like, well, if you act like that, that's what happens. I was like, what the fuck? So that was one fucked up dream I had. And it was one of those dreams that was so vivid.
Was she hot? I mean,
The corpse? Yeah, that's weird.
Get it hot, fire.
Oh, yeah.
No, but was she hot?
No, she was
So if she wasn't burning, would you?
no.
Oh,
She was
okay.
gross. She was like, think of like a haggard old lady, like all fucked up.
Oh, I feel like they're more common to be burned.
And at the stake. And it
Yes.
was one of those dreams that it was so vivid. I was having the dream, and in my own dream, I was talking to myself and saying like, because there was also other fucked up shit happening, and I was like, this is a dream. Just wake up. Like, wake up and end the dream. But I could not wake up. And it was
Your melatonin
so
was KOing you.
fucked.
I get those all. I fucking love them.
Dude, and then the next one, so this one only happened last night. So I went a few days without using melatonin. The dream started to subside, but I wasn't sleeping. So I was like, fuck it. Like, I'll use them. I need to sleep because we were really busy at work. I was like, and we were doing this tonight.
Yeah.
So last night I took a melatonin to go to sleep. So I started having this dream. So we have this particular coworker. I'm not saying names. And
What color is their skin?
whoa, that's fucking rude.
No, because I want to try to know who you're talking about.
He's white.
Okay. So we've got a white coworker, bald or no?
He's not white though.
Okay.
But he has like white skin.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how to explain it. And yeah, he's your boy. So I basically had a dream that I didn't know this guy prior. And so I met him, and I was living in my old first basement apartment in Mount Pearl, Newfoundland.
Yeah.
And I invited him to be my roommate. And I had this, my old girlfriend from at that time was also in this dream. And so this guy was there, and he wears this fucking stupid fucking jacket every day. Like, he's just, this guy is the worst. Like, I don't want to oversell it too bad, but he just sucks. And then so as the dream was progressing, I was getting to know him, and he was just like this fucking annoying piece of shit. And I remember like going into my bedroom, and he was just laying in my bed with that fucking stupid jacket on with like the blanket.
He was laying in your bed?
Yes.
How did he get there?
It's a fucking dream.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a 1-bedroom apartment, and
You invited him over. What did you
to
think
be my
was gonna
roommate. I don't know. It was a dream. Dreams are fucked up. And so he's lying in my bed, and he does this thing where he walks around our work talking on his cell phone on speakerphone.
Yeah.
And just like spouting the most incredible bullshit you've ever heard in your life.
Like normal.
And so he's lying in my bed under my blankets in like his work clothes, like that fucking big jacket, like talking on his phone. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't want you to be my roommate. Get the fuck out of here. And I'm saying this to him, and he's like, I'm going to sue you. Like, I'm going to sue you. You can't kick me out. Like, you can't make me leave. And all this shit. And then the dream ended with this tall, weird, skinny, like, you know, like a typical tall, skinny Russian dude.
Yeah.
Like somehow getting the keys to my place. and him and his friends were going to come back and rob me. And so I change the locks just in time, but then they get there and they start breaking down the door. And it was one of those doors that had like one of those windows in it that you push up.
Yep. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
So one of them breaks through the door. And as he's coming through, I'm like, all right, I'm going. Fuck it, we're fighting. And so I start throwing a spinning elbow. I wake up so now I snap out of the dream. I wake up. I'm midway through throwing the elbow in my fucking bed in real life. Like about to finish this elbow onto my fucking dog's head. And then I like come to and I'm like, oh Jesus. And you get a start because you woke up. And then I'm like there, like kind of startled for a second. And then I'm like, fuck. I need to get back in this dream. I need to go fuck those guys up for trying to break into my place. But have you ever woke up from a dream and you wanted to get back into it and you were able to get back into the dream?
I get back into mine all the fucking time.
So usually I'm able to get back into it. I fucking could not get the dream to go back. And I was like, do you ever feel the turning tide of a dream where things have been anxious and not going well and the dream's kind of fucked up? But I knew this fight was like, this was going to be a fun part of the dream, and I could fucking not get back in it.
Oh, that's the worst.
It was fucking terrible, and my dog almost got fucking elbow smashed.
Dude, I love getting fucking wild dreams like that. Or you know what? Ones somehow it gets to, these happen to me. I'd say like literally 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
I'm not asleep yet.
Also, if anybody out there analyzes dreams who listens to the podcast,
Tell Travis what that means.
They're two different dreams. What do they mean?
Yeah, because they can only mean something.
Oh, 100%.
So you know that point where you're like, you're not asleep, but you're not awake yet either? Like we're talking like one more fucking minute or two and you're out cold sleeping.
Yeah.
But then like anything could wake you up, like one little movement, one little jolt, one little noise sort of thing. Well, when you're in that point and then like all of a sudden like I'll be like half asleep and something will make me think like my foot fell off the bed, but it didn't because I'm a middle sleeper, like a diagonal sleeper. Yeah. And I was like, oh, like, like I thought like I'm falling off the bed. I fucking love that, man. But if I laugh every time too, it cracks me up, like because I overreact to like the fact that I think I'm gonna fall.
Yeah,
I'm like, die.
And do you ever wake up from a dream and like all of a sudden have this paranoia about sounds going on in like your apartment?
Yes, a few times I thought that like, did someone walk in my apartment like and like walk around here while I was sleeping?
Like, is someone in here?
Yeah. Dude, I have had that thought many times, actually.
I think, like, this happens to me so regularly. I wake up and I think I can hear someone downstairs. But then I realize, and it's so stupid, and then I'll put myself...
The dogs would fucking lose it if there was.
And that's, man, I put myself in this 5-minute paranoia every fucking time it happens that there's someone downstairs. And I'm like, wait, like, I have this giant ass fucking hound dog on my bed who snaps over any noise.
Yeah.
And it's like, if she heard a door open, like when she's dead asleep, and say like tonight I'll get home late because we're watching fights.
Yeah.
And she's up, so that dog Stella, the big hound dog, she'll sleep like on Stephanie because I'm not there. And as soon as I open the door when I come home tonight, the front door, I can hear her like hammering the bedroom door, like wanting to get out, like fucking pissed.
You guys live alone, but you close the bedroom door?
Every night.
Why?
Because our older dog, more so, we never used to close the door. This is recent. Our oldest dog has been having trouble with the stairs.
And you don't want her to bail.
Yeah, we don't want her to go downstairs in the nighttime anymore.
Yeah, all right. That's fair.
Because she was really good when you came over tonight.
Yeah.
But
well, me and her are homies. She knows my scent. She's like, oh, it's my dude.
Dude, she didn't get off the couch for me. And then as soon as she saw you, she was like, hey, what's up, my man?
Yeah.
But so she fell down the patio stairs last Sunday.
Oh, fuck.
And so she's been limping she just started getting better over the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Like today was the first day she's went for like a full walk in a week. But But yeah, that's why we close her bedroom door.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because she's old as fuck.
I got an interesting transition.
Yeah.
So, today. Yeah, exactly. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, I have a business idea. Well, not really so much a business, more of a product. Like, this isn't a
A
company.
see-through toilet?
No.
Oh.
This isn't a company that I could bring to, like, Dragon's Den or Shark Tank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's not a company. It's more of a SKU. Like, I have, like, a product or two.
Yeah, okay.
So, hear me out here.
Oh, this is, you kind of mentioned this briefly earlier.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he gave me no details. I'm
Right.
hearing this for the first time.
So, this is going to be hard to explain.
Yeah.
So just follow me along
This
here.
is intellectual property.
And I already know what company I kind of want to, like, buy into this.
Okay.
Bang Energy.
Okay.
I want them to sponsor this product or buy into it and help get it developed.
Okay.
Okay? So we all know what a Jaeger bomb is.
Yep.
All right? It's when you take a shot of Jägermeister and mix it with Red Bull and you drink it. Dropping the shot glass in, that's like an exclusively Canadian thing from everything I know. Americans and I don't know about the rest of the world. I don't think they do that. They just put it all in one drink and it's in one glass.
Yeah.
So, a Jaeger bomb, shot of Jaeger, Red Bull. It's a lit shot. Okay.
Yeah.
What about this? Sponsored by Bang Energy. It's a Jaeger Bang. It's the same fucking thing. It's the exact same fucking thing, but it's with a Bang Energy. Because then you can change the flavors. I don't care what anyone fucking says. Every Red Bull tastes the fucking same. You can get the green can, the yellow can, the fucking black can. It doesn't matter. They all taste the fucking same, and they taste like shit. Every last one of them tastes like shit.
Wow, you are just defiling the Red Bull name right now.
They're horrible tasting fucking. When you compare them to other,
To Bang.
well, to Bang, to fucking most Monsters, to a lot of rock stars.
Bang is like far and away, like not even close, the most delicious of all the energy drinks.
I like Bang a lot.
Yeah.
So it's called a Jaeger Bang. Same exact concept. Okay.
Yeah.
But you can flip and flop flavors because you could get the fucking black cherry vanilla. You can get birthday cake bash. You can get fucking cherry blade lemonade, fucking blue raz, fucking. They got like coffee flavored ones. So you can do all of those. So it's just called a Jaeger Bang. Nothing different. There's no product to buy into here. Okay. What the product is you can get, because you can freeze those.
Yeah.
Okay. So you need a tall, skinny shot glass, one that's like, I don't know. So you still only put 1.5 ounces of liquor in it.
Yeah.
But instead of it being 1.5 inches tall or whatever,
Yeah.
it's fucking say 6 inches tall.
Okay.
And inside there are a bunch of ice cubes that are like at like certain intervals,
Yeah.
almost like picture like an anal bead. But
Okay.
instead of each bead, it's a fucking frozen ice cube of a Bang Energy drink. Like
Okay.
one of the flavors.
Okay.
So you pop that in there. It like clicks to the bottom of the shot glass. So now picture this. You've got a tower, a skinny tower the size of a fucking, like a plastic toothpick
Okay.
with 3 balls in it.
Yeah.
Each ball has a flavor of Bang, not a different flavor, the same flavor.
Okay.
And it's frozen.
Yeah.
Like a little ice ball.
Sure.
Okay. You take Jaeger, drop it in the glass.
Yeah.
Now you drink it all. It mixes with the fucking, as it goes past. It grabs it and mixes with it. And it's like a Jaeger Bang.
I like it.
So I'm trying to develop a way. I also came up with this idea. So, because that one's a little weird. Like, I don't know if it would like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it would fully work with like a shot glass. Because, you know what I mean? The ice won't melt quick enough.
Yeah.
So that's one idea that I don't know if I fully have this. But this one, I think I'm almost there. Picture you have a plastic shaker mug, like a shaker cup.
Yeah.
Okay? Just like everyone has, like fucking from Popeyes or from wherever. Okay?
Okay.
Normal everyday, like a blender. What are
Yeah.
they called?
Yeah. Like a blender cup.
Blender cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just have one of those, but they have grooves inside
Yeah.
that go all the way down from the top to the bottom. And so you can buy these. They come with 3 different, like swords, let's call it, like a little stick
Yeah.
with a fucking like one of those solid. You know those ice cubes you can get that are just stones that just get cold. They never melt. They're just stones. They just stay cold.
Yeah.
You get 3 of those, So each of these sticks has different lengths because the cup is tapered, right? Smaller at the bottom, bigger at the top. You get 3 sticks, one that fits in slides down the groove, so it just sits there. It's in the middle of the cup, floating.
Yeah.
And you don't need to have like ice moving around at all. It doesn't move. When you take a drink, the ice just stays exactly there.
Okay.
It just cools the liquid down. You could have 3 all the way up.
Yeah.
And like you could have them flavored somehow. There's got to be a way to flavor those to taste like a Bang. And then all you got to do is take like soda and vodka, put in the Bang Energy or whatever, and they're called like a Mick Jagger. Instead of, you know what, Mick Jagger?
Yeah,
fucking rock star style, like a fucking Mick Jagger bomb. Something
Dude.
like that. Well, I'm on to something
You
here.
are. And do you know what? Okay.
Or a Mick Jagger Bang, sorry.
So as you're saying this,
Yeah.
I'm thinking in my own head, like, okay, how
All
do
right.
we do this? How do we do this? So what if? So I'm thinking for ease of drinking.
Yeah.
So what if they were like smaller cans of Bang?
Yes.
Okay. So what if it came in like
Like Red Bull can-sized Bangs.
smaller,
Oh, smaller, like 5-hour energy size.
like a 250 ml can,
Okay.
and somehow inside of it there was a pocket of Jaeger. So you got your 6-pack, you're out with your friends. 250 mils is only really a shot.
Yep.
And you can like pop the Jaeger into it and then
So it just, I wonder how you could get that in there
That's what I'm
without it breaking first.
yeah, I'm trying to think of different ways like how
I got it.
How
I
it
got
could
it.
be on the bottom of a can or something.
Dude, what if we did it like a bottle?
Yeah.
So there's these fucking drinks that are like vitamin waters that are called
Yes!
Karma or something, and you can like, you kind of like pump the lid almost like,
Yeah.
and it's like one of those like, it's basically just flavored fucking syrup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it pops into the like the vitamin water, and it automatically mixes to like fucking raspberry, or there's lemonade, there's fucking mango. You know what I mean? It's called Karma. Look it up. Fucking
Yeah.
And it's just got like a almost like a syringe style lid onto it. Like
Okay. All
but
right.
fill that with Jaeger, but it's much smaller than these Karma bottles. Okay.
Yeah, like a small one?
Yeah, so that the mix is proper.
So I have a more unique idea that would require some engineering.
Okay.
So what if you had like back to the can idea?
Yeah.
Because I think people like cans.
Yes.
And we want to do something a little unique, something that nobody has done, and there has to be a way to do this. So you have your can, and when you're ready to take your shot, you squeeze it, and it pops the fucking Jaeger.
See, that was my first thought before I thought of that. Remember the Karma things?
Yeah.
How do you get whatever that is inside the can on a manufacturing line? They figured out how to make cans already. Like
There
that.
got to be a way to do it. And, like, think how cool that would be. Like, so you go pick up a 6-pack of Jaeger Bangs.
Yep.
And you're there with your 5 buds. And you, to start your night, to take a fucking shot, you guys all crush that can together. And boom, you put it back, man. How fucking exciting
That's
would
what
that
I
be?
mean. We got to get Bang Energy on board, and
Yeah.
you got to get Jägermeister on board
Yeah.
to like ahead of time. Because if you're the first to market
You know
with
what?
this
I
idea,
bet there's another liqueur company out there who wants in on this action.
yeah, but you got to call it's the thing.
But
is,
it got to be the Jaeger
yeah,
Bang,
because the term Jaeger bomb, especially among colleges and younger adults, it's already caught on. Like
Yeah.
it's a thing. Like you can't ever beat that now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's its own machine on its own.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm thinking if you change it to Jaeger Bang,
Yeah.
then you might get some actual like that's a catchy term. It almost sounds better than Jaeger bomb.
Yeah,
because it's
Jaeger
like
Bang.
exactly. It almost sounds fucking catchier. Plus, if you get like good marketing behind it and all this shit,
Yeah.
like I think that it could be a really cool
I
fucking
like
system.
it. Man, that's
I've done Jaeger Bangs, like just like a Jaeger bomb, but with Bang,
Bang?
energy
Yeah,
instead.
way
And I'm
more
telling
delicious.
you, it's fucking unbelievably good.
Dude, do you know what I'm really impressed about right now?
What?
Is this our first business pitch on the show that has nothing to do with shit?
I think so.
Bam, 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 bam.
That is a fucking dudes talking shit exclusive hot take. It's fucking recorded. You take our idea, I'm fucking suing you.
IP, baby.
Yeah, I am suing you.
Dude.
Oh my fucking God. I swear to fucking God, I will sue them so goddamn bad. Not only that, I'll hurt them too.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's a great idea, dude.
Like, I know that there's obviously a lot of kinks that got to work out. Like, we got to work
Oh,
out
yeah.
the whole, like, logistical factor of how this
It's
system will work.
manufactured. Yeah.
But, like,
there's something to it.
yeah, I think I'm onto something here.
Yeah, there's something about it even catching on in bars first.
Well, the thing is, so bars, they already have those. Like you can buy a tray of Jaeger bombs, and they have this cool thing that comes over that's like a fucking weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's a picture tray with say 9 or 10 shot glasses laid out around it.
Yeah.
And they got this like almost like a like a pedestal. It looks like a chandelier,
Yeah.
but it's got like spider arms on it. Each one holds a fucking Jaeger shot glass.
No way.
And all you got to do is like pop down this button, and they all just drop at the same time, so everyone in the group can take a shot at once. So those systems already exist at like some more party bars and all that. So those already exist. I gotta think there's got to be an easier way that you can somehow just sell it so people can just take it at home.
And
Or at festivals. Dude, that's where it needs to be. Bang Energy, that's their marketing, is fucking influencers and festivals and shit.
Yeah.
Like, they hire Bang girls to dance on the fucking stages when DJ Aoki or Steve Aoki is playing and shit. Those girls have nothing to do with him.
have you seen... okay, so when you go to, like, lesser bars, you know what I mean? Like, bars you would go listen to punk rock or metal at.
Yeah, like Moe's Tavern.
Yeah. So these bars that don't have as much money, a lot of time...
I don't think that's the crowd, though.
No, but they'll, instead of having Red Bull, they have...
Rain or something.
Yes.
Yeah, the cheap Costco brand.
Is that still a Jaeger bomb?
Yeah, I think it probably is.
Just a
I don't
energy
think.
drink.
Yeah, I don't think Red Bull is what makes it the bomb.
Yeah.
I think the bomb is the base.
Right.
You know, that's why I'm thinking if you could switch the branding, get some actual like corporate financing and all that, and the branding, like their style of branding for Bang specifically is so different than every other energy drink.
It's all influencer based.
Right. So like if you look at like Monster,
Are
it's
we influencers? Could we be influencers?
hell yeah. If you look at like
Australia.
Rockstar and Monster, they focus on like extreme sports like monster trucks, dirt biking, shit like that, right? That's their main advertising. Like Monster advertises on UFC and shit too, but
Yeah.
it mostly fucking it's on lifted trucks and fucking rally cars and stuff. Red Bull is more the high quality of everything.
Yeah.
Like when was the last time you saw like a Red Bull fucking shitty fucking dirt bike? Nah, it's not really a thing. They focus on the bigger picture.
Right.
Like especially when it comes to F1 and skateboarding, even things that are a
Fucking soccer.
Yes, exactly.
Dude, did you know that they bought so there's a soccer team in New York that they own? So they bought it. Man, they have such incredible foresight. They bought it, I want to say in like 2002 for it's in Brooklyn
Yeah.
for 25 million.
Jesus.
And today the team is an estimated value of like I want to say like 1.25 billion
What a great return.
because it's a sports team in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But did you see that Red Bull now are trying to diversify their market? Like, because right now they only make money, essentially. Like, it's something like 90% of their income is from energy drinks.
Yeah.
It's so now, obviously, they need to start diversifying.
They're trying to be a brand more so
Yeah.
than just a company.
Yeah, more than a drink company.
Right. They want to be like a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. And then so they've got their own thing going on. Monster and Rockstar got their own thing. That's where like Rain, not Red Rain we were mentioning earlier, but Rain, like the thing that Monster tried doing that was like, oh, just zero sugar. It's slightly better for you. Like they're trying to compete with Bang.
Yeah.
That's literally why it's for. And then like C4 and Muscle Farm, they have their own, but you can only buy those at like
Supplement stores.
exactly. Zions fucking died right off. I don't even know where to buy a Zions anymore. It sucks because I actually didn't mind them.
Science were good.
Yeah. But Bang's like they've got a ton of very unique, colorful, fun flavors, and I think that could be a really cool thing because you can mix and match so many different flavors with them. Especially, I think they need to find a way to step into the liquor world.
Yeah.
Like like you get a Four Loko energy drink or a Four Loko fucking alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think they got to try doing that, but
remember
do
when
it
you
better.
used to be able to get like Rockstar vodkas?
Yes, yeah.
The canes? I haven't
I don't
seen
know if
them
you
in
still
ages.
can. I stay away from any fucking those things. Oh fuck.
So I want to switch gears a little.
Switch gears.
So something really cool happened last week. Our podcast was heavily viewed or listened to in Australia.
Yep.
Some of our best numbers. That was one of our best listened to episodes.
Yes.
We even had someone from Australia DM us on Instagram, which was really cool. It felt really nice.
Yeah.
It made us feel awesome.
We love hearing from shitheads.
We love you guys. We adore you all very much. Can I give you a couple cool Australia facts?
Okay.
Did you know Australia is the 6th largest country by size, a massive 2.9 million square kilometers?
I thought it was bigger.
And-
No, sorry. I thought it was like higher on that list of size of countries.
Yeah, no, number 6. Well, because are we number 1 or is Russia?
I think Russia.
I think that's debated.
I think Russia.
Yeah.
And then Canada. And then honestly, my next guess would have been Brazil and then Australia.
Yeah.
Personally, but I don't know.
The Great Victoria Desert, just one of Australia's barren areas, is larger than the United Kingdom.
Wow.
You could lose an entire country in Australia and never know it.
That's insane.
Isn't that wild?
Did you hear about the fence in Australia? Do you know about that?
No.
So you know the Great Wall of China.
Yeah?
Australia has something similar. It's a massive, massive fucking fence, and I believe it's to keep dingoes out of certain areas.
That was one of the next facts in the list.
Is that what it's about? Is keeping dingoes?
Yeah, and it's 5,530 kilometers long.
Think of how long that is. That's longer than the distance of Canada, because this thing isn't a straight line. Canada's not 5,000 kilometers across, is it? How far across is it? Oh, I'm thinking miles.
Yeah, it's very large.
How far is Canada from one side to the other?
It's
It's big. It's a fucking big fence, all right?
What is the width of Canada?
What's the answer?
5,780 miles.
Miles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
So I was thinking miles.
I just saw another cool fact there.
Ayers Rock. Uluru.
What's that?
Ayers Rock, that big red rock that's in the middle. It's like
Oh,
flat
yeah.
everywhere around it. And then there's this big fucking red rock. It's called Ayers Rock, Ayers.
Yeah.
Ayers Rock, but the locals all call it Uluru.
That's fucking crazy. And
You didn't know what that? It's one of the most photographed fucking wonders of the world. I think it is one of the wonders of the world. I don't know the 7 wonders.
me neither. I feel like they change.
Yeah, what are they? Like, without looking them up, what are the 7 wonders?
Niagara Falls,
Stonehenge?
Stonehenge,
Pyramids?
pyramids, Mayan temples.
I don't know.
Um,
I'm going to look that up. You keep reading the Australian facts.
don't think Australia gets snow? Well, it's all relative.
Yeah, it definitely does.
The area of Australia that is covered by snow in winter is larger than the area of Switzerland.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Australia, the world's longest golf course measuring what? No. The world's longest golf course. No, this can't be right. The world's longest golf course, measuring more than 850 miles long, is located in Australia.
What are they all fucking par 5s stacked one after another?
850 miles.
That's very big. That's the size of Nova Scotia.
That's fucked up. We know the poisonous snake.
So
thing.
here, just quickly, here are the 7 wonders because I got to get that fucking.
Oh,
before
yeah,
I figure
yeah.
it. The Great Pyramids of Giza,
Yeah.
the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, which I got to tell you, I don't know what that is. The statue of Zeus at Olympia, the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus.
Yeah.
Ephesus? Yeah, I don't know Greek mythology well enough. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, the Colossus of Rhodes, and Lighthouse of Alexandria.
Oh.
What are the fucking
What
like
were
Niagara
we
Falls
thinking?
and shit then? What the fuck are they? There's new wonders of the world? Whoa, there's new 7 wonders of the world. Was a campaign and started in 2007 or 2000 to choose what? What the fuck happened to the other ones? Winners, reactions, other finalists. Oh, so there's not original. I don't know, man. This is beyond me. This is fucked up. So they got rid of the 7 wonders of the world. They got rid of it. It does not a thing anymore. Now there's new 7 wonders of the world. The other ones are like, oh, we're not wonders. We don't wonder about them anymore. I don't know.
That's weird.
What the fuck?
Um,
Wonders of the world.
my last Australia fact.
Yeah.
This is the most fucked up one. A cult may or may not have tested the first non-governmental nuclear weapon in Western Australia. Australia is so big, though, with so many barren areas that no one is completely sure.
Wow. No one lives in almost the whole fucking country. There's 4 cities.
Can you imagine, though, like, how would someone other than a governmental organization have access to the materials needed to make a nuclear weapon?
It's nuclear.
And go unnoticed.
Nuclear.
There. Like, because obviously Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, like, they could make a nuke if they wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, they could.
But how could an unrecognized cult group be able to do it?
I don't think they could.
No. That would be near impossible. Unless they were funded by, like, one of the world's fucking wealthiest people.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible. Unless they maybe stumbled upon it and Australia didn't want to release, oh, someone stole one of our nukes. Because that's embarrassing. That's a PR nightmare. You know?
You said that's so funny.
You know that whore? That blonde one, that bitch that was like the White House correspondent or whatever for Donald Trump? And she was hot, and I loved how bitchy she was. Like, I want her to treat me like that. Like the way she taught some of those reporters. She was so rude to them. I loved it. It was so hot. Have you seen fucking Biden's? She's this fucking like super pale redheaded chick.
I'm super into her.
So have you seen her? You know who I mean,
I find her very attractive.
Yeah, I was saying to somebody the other day, I wonder how she's gonna age, because she's at that point where like a little bit more
She's
stress,
really
sweetheart,
hot right
and
now.
you're gonna fucking go downhill quick,
Dude.
But I'm interested in watching her age.
Do you know what was so interesting though? It was me, maybe one of our coworkers or something. We were over watching her on TV, and like the way she's talking to the reporters, she's like, "Oh, I can get your."
She knows them by name,
and she's so nice to them.
Yeah, that ain't gonna last.
Can you imagine how good that feels for those reporters, though, after being fucking belittled for 4 years? Just like every time they went in there, like, you pieces of shit.
Yep. Oh, it was so funny. I liked the way that blonde chick handled. She wasn't the one for 4 years. She only did it for a year and a half.
She didn't last very long.
Everyone quit. All the other people, the one guy lasted like one fucking day.
Yeah.
I loved how fucking ruthless she was. She's like, well, I choose not to believe that, but I'm showing it to you right now. Yeah, that's not real. It was real. There's a video of it. Like, it's right here.
Dude, what do you think is the best part to come out of the inauguration?
I don't know about the best part of the Bernie thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that Bernie fucking meme that's blowing up right now. It's funny. The best part, you know what is funny though? In one day, he's cost more jobs than Trump did. One day, he's been a president for about 48 hours right now.
Yeah.
He's cost more jobs than Trump did in 4 years, including going through a global pandemic.
Yeah.
He's bombed the country, which Donald Trump didn't do even one time.
Yeah.
He's cost millennials more money than Donald Trump did in 4 years. Like the guy.
Can I ask you a personal question, like a deeply personal political question?
Yeah.
And you can cut this. If you don't want to talk
No,
about it,
I'll
we can cut
answer.
it after. You're a very interesting person, and I think
because I'm super liberal, but you'd think I was fucking Republican,
which is so weird. So when it comes to American politics, you like Donald Trump?
I don't know. I like the way he went about things, and I like the fact that so many people got heated about things they hated about him, but no one has ever been able to provide me with fucking a fact of what he did that was worse than what someone else didn't do.
Right. So in the United States,
like, he was a dickhead. He talked like
he's
a fucking
douchebag.
He was horrifying. Other countries were fucking petrified of the kind of fucking maniac he is.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need a fucking guy to come in and be like, no, fuck you. This is how it's going to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he did a lot of good things that no one wants to talk about. Like how the job rate's down. Oh, he's a fucking racist. Well, there's more black people now with jobs that didn't have jobs before. And guess what? In 36 hours, they've all lost them again.
So in the United States, you were interested in Donald Trump being the president.
I was interested in like the
policies. Yeah. Not him as a person. You were interested in him as his policies.
Right.
But his policies are distinctly different than the party you vote for in Canada.
Yeah.
Like polar opposite.
Right. I didn't say I'm a Trump supporter.
No,
but
no,
I'm
no.
not
I'm
not
not
either.
claiming that at all. But even his policies in the United States are like the complete opposite of what you vote for in your own country.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? And I'm not going to say what party you vote for. That's completely up to you to
No,
talk about.
I voted NDP this past year.
Yeah.
This past election.
And that's so funny to me because like NDP is really about like social welfare and taking care of your community
Yes, which I care about.
and free healthcare, like all that stuff.
Well, it's because I want to see people around me doing well.
Yeah.
And all that. And I want to, if I'm ever in a worse situation than I already am,
Yeah.
I want to be able to know that like I've got options too. And like I like the progressiveness of it, but not like the super fucking tree huggingness. Like
Yeah.
I find the problem with like liberals, they're fucking pussies.
Yeah.
Like I need someone with a spine, but then like conservatives, they're like they care more about like the upper class. They do too many things for that side of things, and they're a little too like blind. Like you know what I mean? Most
Yeah.
people that are Republican in the United States or conservative in Canada,
Yeah.
they never had to struggle for anything in their entire lives. You know what I mean? Like sure, they may have been poorer, but like at the end of the day, if somehow that meal didn't show up at 5 o'clock on their plate,
Yeah.
they had a family member, someone that would help them.
Yeah.
If somehow they fucking lost their job and they couldn't pay rent, they knew that they had someone to just, well, that's okay. Here,
Swoop in
I'll,
and take care of you.
I'll slide you the money. Here you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They always had an easy out.
Right.
Whereas, like, I find a lot of liberals, like, they're the type of people that they have too much personal pride, where
Yeah.
they wouldn't, if they were, like, behind on rent, they'd be like, okay, well, let me figure this out. Let me go hawk my fucking VCR and my TV and do something to make up this money and keep it, like, bottled in sort of thing.
Yeah.
And, like, and so they want to make too many policies that fucking help people get out of shit situations because they fucking half them grew up in those shit situations,
Right.
or like firsthand they know someone that did directly and they actually saw it firsthand.
Right.
Whereas I find NDP is a little bit of both. They were kind of like they don't really know what they're doing.
They like want to keep you from getting in the shit situation to begin with.
Right. Exactly. They don't seem as focused. They seem like, let's say you're a fucking dog in the middle of the living room and you're sitting on one side of the room and Stephanie's sitting on the other. You both have a laser pointer and you point one at the ground. The dog's head's going to be going fucking back and forth. Where do I go? Where do I go? Oh, no, I want here. No, I want here. No, I want here. That's what I find NDPs like. They're like, oh, we should be doing this because it's the right thing. Oh, but then you get these fucking people over here saying, no, okay, yeah, you know what? They bring up a good point. They believe everything they fucking see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the problem with NDP. I voted for them because I believed in that Jagmeet guy.
Yeah. He was good shit. I think you like him for very similar reasons to me.
You know what? You know what the thing that won me over the most? I saw an interview on CBC, I think,
Yeah.
of him out just before the elections, just meeting people and saying, hello, can I count on your vote? And someone, not knowing he was mic'd up, went up to him and said, you're never going to win if you keep that thing on your head. I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
And I'm a kind of racist guy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
like,
Yeah.
I'm not, but I am.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like,
you're willing to crack a joke.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll crack jokes, but it's super lighthearted. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, that's right.
But
Yeah.
I felt so bad for the way he was spoken to by this guy that I'm like, he wins my vote just because like I believe everything he's ever done in all the debates and everything. I'm like, I can't say anything bad about him.
He's
Like,
honest.
even before that, I'm like this
Yeah.
other guy's an idiot. Our current prime minister, Justin Trudeau.
Sir Mumbles
The
a
other
lot.
guy, one guy's a cunt, and then we get Mumbles a lot. And here's the thing that I've said forever: when it comes to any politician or leader or even a management side of things, if you break it down to just an individual company,
Yeah.
the top tier person needs to have an answer immediately. That's what they are there for. If you ask someone a question, whether it's about politics, policies, or fucking workplace shit, like my example, you need to have an answer. If your answer is and you have to stutter every third word, and
Yeah.
it's not because of a speech impediment, it's just you don't know what to say,
Yeah.
you're not qualified for the job and you're a thief. You've stolen money from whoever pays you to do a job. You should have that answer.
Yeah.
Whatever that answer is, you should have that answer. If you're not qualified to give that answer, you shouldn't be in that position.
Yeah.
It's that cut and dry. And I believe that you are a thief if you take the money. So if you own a house, if you hired a contractor to build you an addition with another bathroom on it, and he builds another room but doesn't make the bathroom, but took the full payment, took the full agreed upon payment, but didn't do the full job,
It's a thief.
he's a thief. You will go to the police and you will file charges against this person. How does that not happen when it comes to management, politicians, whether it's a fucking at a local councilor, a district councilor, a senator, a governor, a mayor, a fucking prime minister, president, governor, doesn't matter.
Right.
Why is that not able to be done? That's how I see things. I'm a fucking very cutthroat person. Just do the fucking job.
Yeah.
If you don't, out you go.
Yeah. I think, man, I agree with you entirely. I'm ooh-oohing right now.
Yeah. That's why I liked, if you look back at other, because we started this about fucking the Biden and Trump thing.
Yeah.
I've never seen Trump say the word or He had the answer, or at least an answer that he believed in.
He did, yeah.
That he believed
in his mind was
right.
true.
So he believed in that answer. That's what I think, because he had, no matter what you asked him, you could ask him the most fucking left field thing that he wasn't prepped on ahead of time for an hour. He had the fucking answer. He didn't have to we have to see the, you know? Like, like, have you ever heard Biden talk? I've never heard a full sentence. It's never happened. Our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, the guy's a fucking mutt. Like, you know, the only reason he gets voted in is because he's a fucking hippie that women swoon over because he does fucking yoga on a paddleboard. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck this guy.
And so, man, it's so true, though. Like, especially when you watch the debates when our election was going on between Scheer, Singh, and Trudeau.
Well, that's where I was saying. So, Scheer, the conservative leader,
fucking idiot.
Prick, asshole, like nothing good to say, came off as an asshole. Yeah. And like, you know, he just wasn't a good person. His policies weren't what I supported or wanted to see.
Yeah.
Trudeau, I don't even know what one of his responses were because he spent his whole fucking 2-minute rebuttal going, you know, and then this other guy had an answer. He had a fucking plan for no matter what curveball or swerve ball or fucking slider you threw at him. You threw anything at him, he had an answer because he had a fucking plan.
Yeah. Man, that's like, I think the NDP party just needs to kind of like regroup.
Yeah.
Get everybody back on the same page. Because I think like Jagmeet Singh has a great, clear vision. But I think there's too many people also in the NDP party that are just going in too many fucking different directions.
Yeah, they're scatterbrained. They're looking at laser pointers.
Yeah. Whereas he's trying, but for some reason he's struggling to rein everybody in.
You know what? It's because the color of his skin, the great big beard, and the turban on his head. At the end of the day, that no matter what, like let's say we roll back the time a little bit here, and we don't have televisions. It's just simply radio.
Yeah.
And maybe not even print ad. Let's just say everything had to be done by radio and by voice only. He doesn't have a weird accent like you'd think of an Indian. You know what I mean?
No.
Because he's from Canada. I don't think he's from India.
From BC, yeah.
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 So
Little India,
yeah,
BC.
Yeah, basically. You'd never fucking know.
Yeah.
So I think he might actually win if you didn't know what he looked like.
Yeah.
I think he'd have a much stronger showing.
So, man, it really is just when you think about it. Like, when we were going through that election, Jagmeet Singh was clearly maybe not the most qualified because he didn't have the most experience, but he certainly was the leader with the clearest vision, the most well-spoken, the most worldly. Like, he ticked all the boxes.
Yep.
But it's unfortunate that I know Canada wants to look at ourselves as like, you know,
progressive,
and we're super not racist.
Yeah,
but it was
fucking
like
are.
You had an awesome brown dude, and you didn't vote for him.
Right.
It was only like our age group that really.
You might even go as far as arguing that like so generally speaking, when it comes to like some racial issues, like anyone, like, so it's not just black versus white.
Yeah.
It's black versus whites, browns, yellows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or did I say that right? White versus blacks, browns, yellows. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like anyone, because they've all experienced some degrees of discrimination.
Yeah.
In the United States, Barack Obama got elected because the black people came out of the fucking woodwork and voted a lot of time for the first time ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He got elected because of the black vote. That's quite frankly what elected him. He had that number, no matter what he fucking had in mind or planned or anything.
Yeah.
He was going to get that win.
Yeah.
Just simply from that.
Yeah.
So it's weird how in Canada we still didn't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that make us less racist because we're not going to vote for him just cause? Like all the
Okay, I kind of
you know what I
get
mean?
what you're
All
saying.
the colored folks in, or that's not the right word to say, the blacks, the browns, the reds, and the yellows in Canada.
Yeah.
None of them voted for him just simply because they could relate more to him.
Yeah.
Or does it mean that we're not at that point in our country where those people are even out voting? Because our voter turnout here is horrendous compared to even America.
Oh,
and
it's
they don't have a
so
great
bad.
voter turnout either.
Yeah, no. It's fucking
Like
rough.
something like 60 million people vote in America out of 330 million people.
No, for the past election?
It was the highest voting count ever. I know
Yeah,
that.
it was I think it was something like 150 or 160 million people voted in the American election.
Well, that's almost 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
wow.
is wild.
That is very big considering a lot of those people can't vote
Yeah,
between.
I think like Trump ended with like 70 million votes and Biden had like 76
Yeah.
million. Which, when you think about it, that's like people go on and they're like, oh, like Biden beat him by millions of votes. And it's like, no, you're taking it out of context.
And the scary part is, so like even though the amount of votes that Biden won by wouldn't have changed the final result, the amount of voter fraud that actually has been verified that did happen was a huge amount.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have changed.
Changed
It wouldn't have changed the final result
Yeah.
anyway. So it wouldn't have even come close to it.
Yeah.
But it was still like more
Maybe
than
hundreds of thousands.
No, I think it was more than 1 million. It was in some cases it was hundreds of thousands in certain states.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Man, great for the states getting out and actually voting, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm by no means a Trump support. Like, I don't like Trump at all.
At the end of the day, you're just supporting a golf course owner now. It's all
That's
good.
it.
Fucking Trump 2021 now.
But I do like certain Republicans, and I like certain Republican policies that I think are good. And,
Yeah.
But it's all a mixed bag. It's too bad that. You know what? At the end of the day, just everybody's different. Everybody has different views and opinions about how.
The
things
funny
should
thing
be.
is how like you don't hear of many like you don't hear as many Trump supporters as you do haters.
Yeah.
But yet, if the election, even if it was at 70 versus 76 million, so all these people are saying, "Oh, I'm a Trump hater. I don't support Trump and all
Like,
this."
then who
But
voted for
when
him?
they get in that fucking curtained closet,
Yeah.
they're voting for him. They're ticking his box.
Yeah, that's so strange,
You
isn't
know what
it?
I mean?
Yeah.
Either that or it's what the media just chooses to put out from what we can see on. Oh, because I guess at the end of the day, social media speaks loud. So
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. Like, politics is such a weird thing. So, up until the last Canadian election, I was like, not a staunch, but like, I was definitely conservative in my politics. Like,
Yeah.
faithfully voted conservative. Up until Scheer. And then Andrew Scheer got up there, and I was just like, no, fuck that guy. Like, I cannot have that fucking weird ass human being representing us.
Right.
Do you know what Andrew Scheer is? Andrew Scheer is the kind of guy who goes to like a dominatrix.
Oh, I guarantee you did.
100%.
There's shit on him.
He's definitely had fucking nipple clamps on.
Oh yeah.
And like, definitely been chained up, definitely been whipped or something.
He's done weird. He's a fucking weird guy.
Yeah,
behind
he
the-
goes to one of those fucking basement dominatrix. Like, he's just, as soon as you see him, you're like, he literally looks like a guy who just came out of his parents' fucking basement.
Yep.
Like, he's fucked. He's so strange. And then that's what turned me. But it's so weird, like, even for me, going from, like, conservative in politics and bypassing liberal, which is the middle choice, because you look at most of the Liberal Party and you're like, you guys are just assholes pretending to be nice.
Yep.
And then you get to the NDP party and it's like, you just are what you are. Like,
yeah. Exactly.
you guys don't, you really don't, a lot of the people in the NDP party don't agree with each other.
They're the retarded dog chasing a laser.
But that's it. But at least they don't try to be anything other than it.
Exactly.
They're just, it is what it is. Yeah.
Well, the thing that fucking pissed me off is like, so I don't know about the rest of the world. I can't really speak on it, but at least in North America, U.S. and Canada, there's like the middle class is closing up very quickly. it's either you're in what's considered to be upper class, not like the richest of the rich,
Like
but
upper middle class.
yeah, just like the upper middle class is just part of upper class now.
Yeah.
And the lower class is just like struggling. The middle ground is kind of swallowing up in a hurry.
Yeah, which is like really unfortunate. And I think that's a reason why I like the NDP party in Canada is because, I mean, everybody says that's what they want. But, man, when I think about, or not think about, I wasn't alive then. But when you look back and you hear stories of like people in the 50s and 60s who could work down at the fucking car plant and, you know, have a house, have a car, like the wife got to stay at home. And in modern day, whether that's your choice or not, whether she wants to work and he wants to stay home or however the fuck you want to do it. Like, I'm not saying that was the idyllic way to do it because there was still some oppression and shit then. But what I'm saying is you should be able to support and have a family on a single income.
Yes.
So you can like actually spend and work fucking just Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
8 to 4:30 and like be able to be home with your kids and fucking raise them and feed them and like, you know, you're not giving them a crazy life full of like every fucking.
Have you heard of
wish
the
they've
growing
ever
up
desired.
tax
No.
that Biden's doing?
No.
So this is what's going to swallow the middle class if he signs for this, because this is what he's been pushing for a while. I believe it's called either grown-up tax or growing up tax. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
So let's say you live in Cleveland, all right?
Okay.
If your family's from Cleveland. I'm just picking a random ass city, okay? Your parents back in the fucking 70s or early 80s bought a house for like 45 grand, 50 grand. You know what I mean? When housing market was like cheap to buy houses.
Yeah.
So they bought a house for, let's just say a flat number, 50 grand.
Right. And well, because now you got to account for inflation as well.
Right. So they bought the house then, 50 grand. Mortgage is paid for by now. You know what I mean? Long ago. Well, your parents came down with prostate cancer and they're dead. They died. You inherited the house. If you sell the house for, and let's say it's valued at $105,000, or $100,000, just for a flat number's sake, okay?
So bought it for 50, now it's worth
bought
100.
it for 50, now it's worth 100. Let's say you put it up on the market and you sell it for $105,000. Right now, the way the system works is because you inherited that house, you pay capital gain tax on that $5,000 above the $100,000 that it's assessed at versus what you sold it, because there was a little multi-offer fucking deal, okay?
Sure.
So you pay tax on that $5,000 that you gained as capital gain.
Sure, fair.
Okay? Biden wants that to be gone. You inherited the house and listed it for sale. It sells for $105,000. Congratulations. You're having to pay $55,000 in tax the tax on $55,000 because that's all considered capital gain. It goes back to the original price. So right now, like the reality is every house that's owned in America, whoever that owner is, when they die, that house goes to someone, whether it's an estate, a family member, a child, whatever. That can set you up and change your life, because now all of a sudden you sell a house for that $100,000 as my example, or 105. Yeah. You pay taxes. You pay $750 on the tax or whatever for that $5 grand.
Yeah.
And then you basically just pocketed $100 grand. That's life-changing money. There's your college tuitions, your college debt paid for.
Yeah.
Maybe a good chunk of the house that you're already paying for paid off. You know what I mean? You're debt-free and you get to start moving on with your life and producing your own money to one day give to your children.
Yeah.
That's where a solid middle class is. That's where, you know what I mean? You eventually have money coming your way.
You're creating generational wealth.
You just eliminated that. Now that gets almost cut in fucking half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You used to pay tax on $55,000. Now all of a sudden you got 70 grand or 60 grand.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so what do you do with 60 grand? Sure, you can pay off that same debt, but now you don't have a property. You don't have something that you can use as because you got to pay taxes on that before you fucking get the keys and walk in the door.
Man, that's one thing.
You can't just fucking, here's the keys, see you later. No, it's in your property. It's in your possession now. You got to pay the fucking tax on it. You just won this.
Yeah.
Like on a fucking game show, but the game show was your parents died. Now you got to pay the tax. If you don't got that 35 grand, you got to take a fucking loan out to pay the fucking $35,000 in taxes.
And then all of a sudden you're in debt to the government.
Bingo. So you're forced to sell a fucking home and every bit of equity that your parents built for you, your family's nest egg. So that's what he wants to do. That will crush the middle class, if that sort of thing passes and sticks, and the next administration, whether it's in 4 years or 8 or wherever, if they don't abolish that, that will completely swallow the middle class in every sense of the way. That one thing alone.
Yeah.
We're already going that direction, but that will fuck it.
I know. So we are far more heavily taxed than Americans.
Yeah.
Like, especially with income.
Oh, big time.
And how our goods and everything are taxed. But with property, it is so much better in Canada.
Oh, big time.
Like, so with my home, for example, like, we bought just before this crazy housing boom in Halifax. But if we live in our house for a year and then sell it, we don't pay capital gains.
Right.
Even if we made $1 million, that's not considered capital gains because we bought that house, we had a mortgage on it, we were living in it.
Yeah.
Like, it was our home. And did you know that's how it works for all subsequent properties? So if you live in it for a year and then sell it, you never pay capital gains.
Really?
Yeah. So I know of people back in Newfoundland, and what they're doing is kind of fraudulent. But what they do is they buy these properties. They'll have multiple properties and have pieces of mail going there, even though they never live there. They have tenants in it for years. And they'll have tenants there for years and years and years, have never lived a day in that house. And technically, because if you've never lived there, that's a business, right?
Yeah.
Your rental property, so you have to pay capital gains. But because you're keeping, say, the power bill in your name, well, now it seems like you live there. You're paying the power bill. You live there.
Yeah.
And then they don't have to pay capital gains on the house. That's a fucking loophole for it. And now,
There's weird loopholes with Canadian fucking economics that don't make a lot of sense.
and that's different than, like, some company, like someone's registered company. Like, one of our bosses, he has a company where he buys a ton of properties and he rents them out. But that's his registered company.
Yeah.
So he's doing it because he has such a big operation that he would get fucking busted if he did it. But for these guys who, like, might have 3 houses on the go, but maybe they sell the houses, they're all years apart when they sell, no one ever fucking catches on to it.
Yeah.
And it's fucking smart, man.
Do you know about the RRSP thing in Canada
Yeah.
for taxes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just found that out, like, I don't know, a year or something ago.
What kind of RSP?
So, like, let's say you make, just as a flat number, make $100,000 this year.
Yeah.
But you could bank some of that. You were able to bank that money. You don't live check to check. And let's say you take 30 grand of that and you dump it in RSP.
Yeah.
When you go to do your taxes, it's not considered income anymore. So now you only pay tax on $70,000 worth of income, but you had already paid $100,000 worth of tax on it. So then you withdraw that money and you get a huge fucking tax return.
So
you dump that down on down payments on houses and
there's
shit.
another way to do it. So we pay into a tax-free
That
savings.
should be illegal.
we pay into a tax-free savings account.
Yeah.
Or you can pay into a tax-free savings account.
Yeah.
But you use it as an investment fund. So you do your investments from that account and continuously grow it. And then at the end of the year, when you're paid out your dividends, take the money you were paid out from your tax-free savings account. So you were never fucking taxed on this money as income ever anyways.
Yeah.
And then dump it back into RRSPs. And then that way, then you go back and you fucking claim that on your taxes as if it was never income. So you didn't pay taxes on the incoming dividends, and then you used it to fucking buy down your income tax.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, dude. Man, Canadian economics are...
There's so many
Fucked.
fucking loopholes where it should be illegal. Anyway, we're going to watch some fights tonight. We're going to get the air fryer rocking.
Yeah,
dude, we're
let's
on
get
the
some
air fryer
matzo
trend, and it's
sticks.
fucking incredible. Fucking matzo sticks, pizza rolls, fucking...
Did we just have our most intelligent conversation we've ever had on this podcast?
Yes, and we didn't speak a whole lot of shit in between anyway.
So weird.
Fuck, shit, ass, bitch, cunt, shit, doobity bop.
Ass fart, fuck face,
Yes,
cum in mouth.
exactly. Then we got to line up a cock talk for next week. We haven't done a cock talk in so fucking long.
No.
Remember what the music was like?
Get ready.
This
Just
is your
kidding. We're gonna have to
preview?
fucking
Oh, what a sneak peek! It's like seeing a bitch in a thong.
Woo! There we go. Follow us on Instagram. What do we do on Instagram? We follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram.
At Dudes Talking Shit. You can find Ryan on Instagram at Drunk Ryan and Travis on Instagram at
TFan23.
Send them your dick pics.
Later, shitheads.